I need to get this off my chest because we've been saying a whole bunch of names. Fuck Ed Rett, fuck Smith, fuck Christian McCaffrey's daddy.
Daddy?
You don't like Ed?
No, I don't like Ed McCaffrey. I don't
What
like
Ed?
none of them.
What Ed
Fuck
done
Tim
done to you?
Tebow, fuck Chris Lee, fuck the mascot, fuck the cheerleader, fuck the second chair flute player, fuck the ticket taker, fuck all of them. It's go nose around here.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
sometimes you just gotta let them know how you feel.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Madness Basketball Podcast. Tonight, we truly got madness going on. So, for those of you who don't know, I made a bet, an eyebrow bet on the FAMU Jackson State game, and we haven't had everything got crossed up because we've had storms, we had all kind of stuff going on. So, I finally get to go ahead and pay off this bet. So, for everyone who wants to see me shave this eyebrow off, you are going to need to go to our Twitch channel. I'll go ahead and post that in the chat. I'll give everybody a couple minutes to get over there and join or whatever. Real quick, we've had some interesting news. Let's start with the World Series. I don't know who told these dudes that not only are y'all gonna try and snatch the glove out of snatch the ball out of a Major League Baseball player's glove during the World Series, but then you get in front of a camera and brag about it.
I saw
and
it.
then Major League Baseball ain't gonna ban you.
That was crazy.
I mean, the tag team on it was the funny part to me because you had one guy holding them up and the other one trying to get the ball out the glove.
Well, y'all,
something I never thought I would see.
Who raised y'all?
Nobody. That's the problem.
Well, congrats to the Yankees for getting a game. I don't know how long they're gonna be playing, but congrats to y'all. Freeman is him.
Oh yeah.
That is your World Series MVP. Can't be Shohei. Can't be Bueller, the pitcher. Can't be none of them. Give it to Freeman. Well, Walter.
I miss the old days of baseball where somebody knock it out the park on you. When they come back up, they got to eat some dirt. But they just throwing them the ball across the plate. Like, I know you hit it last time, but you ain't gonna get it again. And he gets it again. So, oh boy. I think DK might be at work. The other thing, TP. Why does Chet Holmgren and I don't know what to call him. I don't have a nickname for him right now. He's just tall and skinny right now. The Tinachi Frenchman. I don't know what to call him. The Tinachi Frenchman. Like I don't know what to call him. But why they beefing?
I have no idea. I saw something about that earlier.
You know, it's just something to add a little dramatics. You know.
You ever seen two sticks fight? Why why y'all be? I get it. Like the NBA needs a story. They need a story. I get it. I definitely get it. It's homecoming, and my suitcase was packed yesterday, and then a pair of shoes that I had ordered came with an extra pair, but the extra pair wasn't in my size. And I ain't accusing nobody of fraud, but if I like wasn't paying attention, I would have called Amazon and gave them a piece of my mind. TP, I don't know if you place an order before they start working that order, you can go in and update that order.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon? Oh yeah, I'm well aware.
It was a
Well
size.
aware.
It was a size 8 shoe that was added to my order, and I don't wear 8.
But Ash do.
I can't even blame that on Ash. I can't even blame it on Ash. I can't. That lady, she added her a nice pair of shoes in there.
But you should already know that isn't your Amazon account. That is y'all
Amazon account, yeah.
And I left
that
a lot.
is a lesson that I know. I've learned. You know, the hard way.
I left the account open on the laptop and didn't think about it and hadn't thought about it. I made my little short set order that came in. I was all ready. And then I seen the updated order because I was like, okay, cool, $97. Update. $182. Wait a minute. But I if I'm correct, somebody on this podcast is engaged. If I heard correctly. Am I correct in that?
You said what?
Mr. Carter, are you engaged?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. I heard incorrectly. All right, cool. Should you ever get engaged?
Would I get engaged?
When you get engaged, understand whatever you buy, just buy 2. just buy 2.
I'm understanding that very early right now.
It's just, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna tell this woman she can't go to homecoming. That's what I'm trying.
That she can't do what?
That she can't go to homecoming.
I don't think you can tell her that. Yeah.
Good luck.
I don't know. So I don't know how we gonna do it. I don't know how we're gonna do it. But anyway, so I just updated because I know a lot of people don't know the Twitch channel. So I did add the Twitter channel. And I can't face the camera because I can't see. Oh wait, maybe I can. Hold on. Maybe I can.
Is that an eyebrow getting erased?
Oh yeah.
So
Should have made better decisions.
CP mad when dude said that how you gonna make an eyebrow bit when you ain't got no eyebrows. And as I'm looking in this mirror, I don't have no thick bushy eyebrows.
So you ain't lost much, is what you saying?
I mean, that's what dude said. I felt some type of way when he had said that. He was like, you know, you ain't got no eyebrows in the first place, so you know what you bet. So I don't know, but some big stuff happening this week. North Carolina Central and South Carolina State play on Thursday night. That game gonna have huge implications.
Mm-hmm.
I just want Trey Oliver to talk shit. That's pretty much all I want out the deal. I don't care who win. I don't care who lose. I just want Trey Oliver to talk shit because that is the highlight of my week when Trey Oliver talks shit.
And every time he's
Just
done
don't
that, he
talk
has
shit
lost
to-
real bad. Every time he's done that, he's lost real
Just
bad.
don't do it, Howard. Oh man. And you know, everybody that was thinking that they might possibly go to the playoffs because they lost by 22 points to Elon, they probably will not make the playoffs if they do lose. But it's the MEAC. They got a 6-game schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of this month, anybody, Howard can make it back to the Celebration Bowl. It's just that crazy. So, but shout out to ESPN for not making it on ESPNU. We should never, HBCU should never be on ESPNU. You're requiring people to buy packages.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
When
you already got a bunch of people buying ESPN Plus to watch the games.
So, you know, it's not just the $4.95 a month, or if they got the Disney package, then it's whatever the cable bill is or streaming bill is. Whatever it is, it's been added. So it's cool. I want to talk about, well, first off, since you are here, what JSU basketball game should I go to since I was not able to go to the JSU FAMU game? So I'm going to go to a basketball game. What game do you think I should go to?
They got a couple good basketball games. I'm going to say, it probably have to be the JSU and FAMU basketball game. I think that game is going to be highly anticipated. I think that's going to be a good matchup.
And for everybody that missed the the SWAC Media Day, I did get a chance to talk to both coaches, FAMU coach and Coach Crary and Coach Mo. And Coach Mo make you want to go play. Coach Crary make you want to go watch, because I feel like my knees gonna give out in the first 5 minutes. So, but Coach Mo, I talked to him for a little bit, had me really excited. Also, SID Travis. I say this all the time because I talk about giving back to universities and I talk about media rights deal, but he put something in my ear that I had not known. JSU by 40 is actually their fundraising
fundraising campaign. Mm-hmm.
And if what he was saying was, if all the JSU alums give $40 a month, that's $2 million a month.
Mm-hmm.
That's some real money.
Yeah,
that's some real money. So, but I want to make sure. All right, TP. I know we don't get to NBA basketball a lot. I'm gonna let you tell me what's on your head right now, because I know we got limited time, because you got the 1v1 that we will get into in a second.
I think we need to talk about the underperformance of the Minnesota Timberwolves. This Julius Randle trade. You know, you get Cat out of there. Now you got somebody slowing down the ball and can't really work.
I don't think that was a good trade anyway.
You know, the basis of their offense and the dynamic of how they play basketball has changed, because now when you have Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert on the court at the same time, you your offense is gonna struggle for the simple fact that Julius Randle isn't an elite 3-point shooter. Can he shoot the three? Yeah, he can. He'll hit 1 out of 4. Career 30% 3-point shooter. You know what I mean? So we know that Rudy Gobert, that's not a part of his skill set. So now when Ant wants to drive to the basket, there's no threat with Julius Randle sitting out at the wing. Minimum threat. Like I said, he can hit it, but it's not gonna scare you. It's not Cat Williams. I mean, not Cat Williams. Karl Anthony Towns actually shot a very good percentage from 3. Well, I always said he need to get his big ass in the paint. He can still shoot the 3 ball. And it was a threat when he drove to the basket. They don't have that threat anymore. And their offense is struggling. And they're not playing elite defense. You can't let Luka walk on your court and just start hitting threes and doing whatever he want to do. You can't do it. So that's my take on Minnesota right now. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. The trade is not looking like it's fair and particularly well for either team, honestly. So, that's my thoughts on that. We got to talk about the Lakers. They sent Bronny he's going to rotate with the G League. And I said that was always going to be the best position for him to actually get on the court and, try to build and work on his actual skill set. Coming out of college, we didn't have a lot of tape on him. Didn't know exactly what his game was going to be. Are you a 3-point shooter? Well, your dad kick you out of 3 and you miss a wide open 3. That might not be what you're great at. So we'll take some time. Hopefully he develops into a better player. I'm not going to kick the man. I'm going to let him go and work hard. That's what it's going to take. But shout out to JJ Redick. Now, we have been known to drag JJ on this podcast. Because, first of all, what qualifications did you have to be an NBA coach in the first place? Just playing basketball is not qualification enough. What can you do on the sideline that's going to impact the game? Well, I'm going to tell you what he's been doing. He's been coaching. He's not just there to listen to what LeBron tells him to do. He's not just a figurehead for the Los Angeles Lakers to say that they have a coach. And they were comparing back to Darvin Ham when he didn't know what was going on out there. There were times where he asked LeBron, what do you think we should do right here? As a head coach at any level, you should not be asking your players what we should do. That tells me that you never had the knack for planning. You're not good at drawing up plays on the fly. And you can't run plays that you ain't practiced. So for him, I knew he was done. But shout out to JJ Redick. They've been passing the ball. The ball movement has been immaculate. You utilize the skill set of each player on the court. That is ultimately the coach's number one job. Can I get the best out of everybody that's on the floor? Not just LeBron, not just AD. Can I maximize the talent that we have? And they've been doing a very decent job of doing that so far. They beat some good teams. They look like they practice these plays. This isn't just some bullshit that we decided we're going to run tonight. They look scary in the West, honestly. But every year we know the West is wide open. So is OKC going to get it together? Is Minnesota going to figure out how to play with Julius Randle? The Suns still underperforming, even with Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker. They're still underperforming. But it's very early in the season, so, more to come.
Does that mean I got to say something nice about JJ? Do I have to say something nice about JJ?
That's up to you, but be careful what bad you say because I'm going to pick it apart.
In the first few games of the season, he has been impressive. Has he been pressed to make hard coaching decisions yet? No. But in the beginning, right now, he's impressive. Um, will that continue? We'll see. We will see. Um, do I still want Bob Cousy to hit him with his walker? Yes, but he has been impressive. Um, I think Golden State has been impressive. Bringing Kaminga off the bench, allowing the shooters to shoot. So I complain about certain players collecting Infinity Stones. How how you lose Clay Thompson and get Buddy Hield? Who allowed that to happen? Because now you got three legit shooters, and Kaminga is a slasher. They have some flexibility on offense. I don't know about defense when they start playing bigger players, but they have some flexibility. And me seeing Draymond on the court less makes me feel kind of good. I think you need to save him for later in the season and into the playoffs. So I would say the Golden State Warriors are a team to watch.
Mhm.
And since we talked about the trade, we got to talk about the other side of that trade. Both teams lost in that trade. And I didn't think that was possible. Both teams lost. Losing White Dante is huge. The man gave you minutes, defense, and points.
Consistent.
When you exactly, and it, come, we could have gave them anybody else with Julius Randle. We could have gave them Josh Hart. I'd have been okay with Hart going. Because for you to start the season talking about you don't know your role, I understand everybody says the beginning of the season, whatever. Y'all have a whole preseason. Y'all have a camp. Like, if your role isn't spelled out by the end of camp, we got issues. And on the first night, them issues showed. So we got too many pieces to lose the way we did on opening night. And we came back and put on an impressive ass whooping, and that's fine. But you're going to have to be consistent. Because the Boston Celtics look like they ready to run it back. So we got to get it together. But TP, I noticed you ain't talked about your Houston Rockets.
You know, I'm gonna give it a minute. You know, they're still young. Like, my biggest thing is the fact of how young our team is and the amount of talent that we have on the roster.
They got a lot of talent, a lot of young talent.
Udova got to get it together. I mean, we started out, I don't know if you was able to watch the first game. We played the Hornets, and we had a good lead on them. I think it got up to like 16 points at one time, and we blew the game. That tells me that these kids don't know how to win yet. And if I know anything about sports, a culture of winning is important. It doesn't matter whether it be baseball, basketball, football, soccer. If you're not used to winning, used to closing out games, then when you get in these situations where you're with an evenly matched team or a team that's playing with heart, that's fighting to the end, that's gonna claw tooth and nail all the way to the finish line, you have to learn how to finish. You have to finish game. Like, this is why we like to throw Kobe in that conversation as being one of the greatest to ever do it, because he was a closer. He knew how to win games. The Lakers knew if we give the ball to 8/24 in the fourth quarter, it doesn't matter how many shots he takes. We know that he is going to do what it takes for us to win the game. We have to find that guy. Is it Jabari? Is it Jalen? Is it Sequin? Somebody has to step up in the fourth quarter and put the team on their shoulders and close games out. If you see that this team is, they fighting, they ain't gave up. Somebody has to step up and be like, all right, I'm about to put the foot on their neck, and we're going to close this game out. If we want to be a playoff winning team, then that's what's going to have to happen, because talent isn't the issue. Whether or not y'all are used to winning and know how to win is the problem. We finished 41 and 41 last year, right at 500, which is actually a vast improvement over the last 2 years prior. So the wins are climbing. Now we just got to figure out how to take that next step. We got to make it to the playoffs. You go 500, the next step is the playoffs. Because I tell you what, you continue with too many years of mediocrity, that roster gets blown up, and then you start over. So, time is now. Get it together.
So I'm going to throw one more player into this tonight because apparently the young fella in Orlando wants me to come see him hoop. And if he put up another 50 piece, Mr. Banchero is going to have me in Orlando watching him play. Because we all know I like players that's all gas, no brakes. If you're going to put up 50, I'm coming to see it. I've been looking for a replacement favorite player. Somebody that consistently put up 50. Keep putting up 50. I'll come see you. Because Orlando, as soon as the contract is over with, they are going to make sure that they get rid of you. So I'm going to see him while he's young and while I can, because he's probably going to be in LA in a couple of years. So, because LeBron going to want that Infinity Stone too. But TP 76ers made it known that Joel Embiid won't be playing back-to-backs. So they were given an ambiguous $100,000 fine.
God.
And I know they got billions of dollars and that $100,000 don't hurt. But that $100,000 signify that we want the best players on national TV games
every night.
And I've been saying it for the longest time. You got people who pay for season tickets, and you mean to tell me I'm only gonna see this dude? Let's say they play 60 home games? What is it? 40 home games?
Mm-hmm.
I'm only gonna see this dude
41
home games. I'm gonna see this dude 21 times. Are you for real?
That's if it's a back-to-back. They don't play 41 home games that are coming on the legs of a back-to-back. What they're trying to do is break this schedule up. And, for him, for somebody who hasn't been healthy his entire career, I think he's trying to find a way to where he can maintain his health throughout the season. If you can pinpoint it to the fact that y'all have me playing every night, I got to play 2 nights back to back. I'm banging. He's in the paint. He's out on the wing. He can defend 1 through 5. Like Joel Embiid does it all for the 76ers when he's on the floor. And get your big ass on the court, bro. Like don't do that. Don't do that. You getting paid me. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. You can't tell me one other sport where players just decide, I'm not going to play tonight. This ain't baseball. I get it. Pitchers don't pitch every game. But guess what? The outfielders, the infielders, the catchers, they on the field. Football. If you ain't look, and football is even more of a gladiator sport.
Yeah.
We were taught you better be injured to not play. I don't care if you hurt, because you're gonna get hurt. Things are gonna ail you throughout the week. Do what you can to nurse that and get your ass on the field.
Anthony
Joel
Richardson
Embiid,
lost his job.
bro, he was tired. Look, my man Anthony Richardson went to the sideline and said, "I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm tired," and lost his job. And this is seconds after he just body slammed a defensive tackle and then ran for another 15 yards. Watching that play, I got tired. Anthony Richardson had did so much on that particular drive, which is why they were even in scoring position. Let the man catch his breath. If he say that as the coach, call a timeout. You ain't got to send the backup in. Just call a timeout and give him a second. The man couldn't breathe after he took that last hit. He couldn't breathe. I saw him walking off the field. Like, I'm a Texas fan, so I'm watching every aspect of the game. And I'm like, oh, yeah, he gassed. The quarterback is gassed. He was clearly gassed. But I guess you ain't allowed to be gassed. Even when your conditioning probably ain't 100% because what? He had been injured. He had been hurt this year. His conditioning isn't A1 like it would be had he been conditioning all summer and playing in every game and being able to be conditioned during the week. He had to take 2.5 weeks off. So he probably wasn't 100%. He probably was tired. But like you gotta also add in this human element to the sport. This isn't a video game. Real people get tired. But I'm with Zaire Franklin. Lie. When they ask you what, lie. You better fake a cramp or something. You know what I mean? Like, how we perceive things.
So here's what and I'm about to say something nice about a boot skin, so hold your breath. The one thing that I found through all this reporting, they said that he is honest to a fault. So no, he wasn't gonna bullshit nobody and say he had no hamstring. He told the truth. I need a veteran to get their arms around him. He was in Gainesville too long. Get him under your wing and teach him how to be a quarterback. Because I can bet you Joe Flacco is not trying to teach him how to be a quarterback.
Not right now.
Joe Flacco want to play.
Mm-hmm.
That man, 52 years old. Put me on the field. This might be my last shot.
He gonna look good. He gonna look absolutely good till they start blitzing him.
Oh yeah, that's been his MO his whole career. He was, back when he was a Baltimore Raven, the onus wasn't on him to go out there and throw 300 yards, 3 touchdowns a game. We want you to hand this ball off, convert on third down, and keep our defense off the field as much as possible, because we know when they do come on the field, it might be a 3 and out, and you're going to be right back out there. Just don't lose us the game. That's how they won the Super Bowl with Trent Dilfer, and that's how they won the Super Bowl with Joe Flacco.
TP, it's interesting that you brought up Trent Dilfer. He about to lose his job.
The coaching carousel going to be crazy this offseason, by the way, starting with Florida State, but continue.
Please.
I don't think Florida State will fire Mike Norvell. I don't think they're going to fire him.
God's ear. So, oh God. So I'll clear up some Florida State stuff because I be on Twitter and people say stuff, and some stuff need to be cleared up. One, the thought that Florida State don't have institutional money and NIL money is false on a whole lot of levels. All right. I'll say it this way. We have a number of NIL collectives. One got in trouble with the NCAA. If you naive, you think, oh, well, since they got in trouble with the NCAA, that money just stayed there until they're okay next year to start back with the NCAA. And I ain't one to snitch, but there were some articles of incorporation filed shortly after that organization got in trouble. And a new organization is now giving out NIL deals. Please understand, Florida State is not lacking for money. If they want him going, we have always, when we got rid of a coach, we pay that coach and a new coach at the same time. We're not Texas A&M. We don't raise the money and then give him the money at halftime. That's not how we do it. No, you're going to get your monthly check. Have a nice day. So all this, that $68 million buyout, from what I'm hearing, that ain't the issue. The issue is the man that put that ski mask on and took the AD job. That's the issue. And Sports Illustrated, stop listening to Stephen A. Smith. Prime lost his opportunity to come to Florida State. I've been telling y'all this since before it happened. When he lost to Buddy Pugh in that fashion, that ended it. That ended all conversations of him being the head coach at Florida State. Because I guarantee, I know for a fact, had Jackson State won that game, they were going to make an offer. But they lost. And now he's at Colorado. And he's doing well at Colorado. Leave him alone. Now, we missed our opportunity to get a coach that can build a program. Y'all let that man go from FAMU to Duke. You get whooped by Duke, and you let that man get to his car. Man, y'all should have signed shotgun that night. I've been saying it for the longest. It's only two coaches that build programs that are high profile right now. Willie Simmons and that coach at the University of Indiana. That's it.
Yeah.
Everybody else, you hoping and praying.
But I tell you what though, if his job, because Keelan said they don't think they're gonna fire him. If we don't start to take a hard look at replacing Martin O'Ville, I want some investigation got to be done as to what he has on Florida State.
Told us that man with that ski mask. How you go from being the booster president to the AD?
He knows something, and they know if they try to fire him, it's gonna come out. Because didn't y'all violate some NIL sanctions?
Rising Spear. Hold on. Let me give you. I'm gonna give you the press release. Rising Spear is no longer doing business with Florida State right now because they are suspended from doing business for 1 year because the offensive coordinator, Coach Atkins, took a recruit to meet with the CEO of Rising Spear. Now, again, I ask, do you think that money from Rising Spear is just sitting still? Really? That's all I'm going to say. And anybody that got something to say, I did some investigating. And I'm choosing to sit back and wait and see what happens. Because it's going to come out. And the only reason I ain't breaking this story is because it's going to hurt more people than it'll actually help anybody. Y'all know I like to break a story on the podcast, but this will do a lot of damage, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut and sit on the sidelines on this one. So, but yeah, that I'm so glad it's homecoming. I'm so glad it's homecoming.
It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a good one. Texas Southern is not a bad team. Like,
Not at all.
they're not a
Not like
bad
how
team.
people think they are.
They coach. When the old coach say, "I don't have no starters, I just got the first 11."
Mm-hmm.
He believe in competing. So it's gonna be a game. They're not a regular homecoming team. Man, TP out. I just some real quick pop culture. I barely know who Tamara Hall. All right, now that I'm back, I don't really know who Tamron Hall is, but apparently, I think no people don't want me to ask this question, but apparently, she has been linked to the Orange Band, and that's why she left NBC.
That's interesting.
I looked at Tamron Hall, and I'm confused, and I don't want to say what I want to say because I'm gonna get canceled. But I'm confused, which is also why I say with one eyebrow, I'm still straight. I'm still straight. But I'm sorry, Miss Parker. Happy birthday, Neil Long. Man, you have a wonderful day. Yep. I heard. You know what? I'm trying to go to homecoming. Because any other time it would be it's me, your boy, but I don't need that smoke this weekend. I'm a chill. I'm a chill. I just TP, why can't they never get Jill Scott for homecoming? Why they can't? I just
You don't like having a happy home, I see.
Me and my wife had a conversation before we got married. Jill is Jill. There's an understanding that Jill is Jill.
Okay.
Now, Kaylee's, yeah, there was some conversations about, them comments. There was a few conversations. But in my defense, she is doing tourism doing wonders for the tourism in Africa. Wonderful work, yeoman's work. I just, I ain't gonna do it. Nope, I ain't gonna do it.
Sometimes you just gotta stop while you're not ahead.
That's what I'm doing. I'm all gas, no brakes, but I gotta put the brakes on because I want to be able to 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I want to be able to get on the road. I want to be able to get on the road with nobody in the passenger seat. So, yeah. But if y'all like see me going live and that lady with me, you know what happened. You know what happened. I know this is an abbreviated podcast because of everything that's been going on. We will, on and off this entire weekend, FAMU Homecoming weekend, I will be randomly going live. We will still have the Thursday night Gathering the Old Men podcast tomorrow night, but there will be tons and tons of content. I will even post on Instagram, which I don't normally do, but I know a lot of people consume content there. So I'll start posting to Instagram. Also, be on the lookout. I will be coming to your school during basketball season more than likely. So I will be sending out requests for what schools to go to. I'm going to send a request out to Jackson State for the FAMU Jackson State game, but I will be coming to your school to see basketball, and we will probably for tournament season we'll do the same thing we did last season with the Johnny Black giveaways. Bunch of schools got donations from us. And shout out to every HBCU that sends me emails thanking me even a year after we did those donations. A&T invited me to a tailgate for homecoming. So that's just so much love. We did a donation to Suno in New Orleans. We donated an Apple laptop to them. So like it's our time here. We used to donate to streamers. And now we're donating to HBCU. So we uplifted it and elevate. So for myself, Mr. Carter, you got your eyebrow.
Yes,
Enjoy
sir.
it. Another 365. I'll see you again. For everybody here at the Madness Basketball Podcast, TP, Mr. Carter, myself, we are out. Now, this year with the change in the scheduling with the men's and women's, how can the fans help the team win home games?
Show up, okay? And now they have to show up. If we got to play well, okay? I can't expect them to come to see us play on a Monday. You know how hard it is to go to a game at 7 o'clock on a Monday if they don't think that we're going to be good. If they don't think that we're going to perform and show them a good time. Sports is also a form of entertainment. They want to be entertained. And so we hope the way we play basketball, fast, fun, physical, it's an entertaining way to play. So, for us to do our job and then ask our fans to do their job. And Rattler Nation, there's no prouder fan base in the SWAC. We brag different. I mean, it's what we do.
Absolutely.
And so, just everybody coming, and we're gonna have open practice. We have a football game on Saturday, so we're gonna have an open practice. We haven't really you're the first person to know this. We're gonna have an open practice for a football game. Just try to build the fan base a little bit so they can kind of see what we're doing, see how we go about our business, and build more relationships on campus and in the Tallahassee community.